Sports Buffet podcast, back with a newcomer to our airwaves, Nick Anderson, head coach of GW Danville, and couldn't ask for a much better season. Could keep playing, but obviously a great season. Talk about what you saw out of your group this year.
Well, just their effort and how hard they played each and every week. With a group that continues to win week in and week out, they didn't get the big head. They stayed humble and hungry, and they continued to fight for everything that they got this year, and hats off to them, to a great season, and they deserved every bit of it.
First time I've interviewed you, so I'll kind of ask, what attracted you to GW Danville as a head coaching job?
Well, my parents, I've always lived a little bit far away from, over 2 hours. I just had a little boy, and they just moved to the Clarksville area at Kerr Lake. So we were trying to get closer to home with me and my wife and my new son, and but we wanted to go somewhere that had a good tradition with football, and because it was a big part of our life. And the GW job came open, and came up for an interview, and the rest is history. And we really like it here, and we're excited about being here, and hopefully be able to stay here for a while.
Obviously excited when you had a player like Hunter Burns on the squad for you this year. Talk about what Hunter not only does for the club on the field, but how he can impact you guys down the road as well.
Yeah, he does a great job for us with managing our offense. He's a guy that you have 49 touchdowns this season and only 2 interceptions. He's a guy that manages it well and doesn't put you in a bad situation. We can continue to talk to him about, hey, give us a chance, don't make a mistake. Live to play another down. And if we don't get it, we can get 10 yards on the next play. Just give me a chance to call a play. And he's going to what he has done for our program, and winning 22 games in 2 years with him being our quarterback. It brings a lot of excitement to the community and gets a lot of kids excited about playing football, and hopefully it brings a lot more kids out to play.
You may not know the GW history from A to Z, but I have a feeling you probably have a decent grasp of it, taking the job and everything. How important is it to get Danville energized again about the Eagles?
Well, it's super important to me. I know that they've got a great tradition there. We always The pressure with that is something I would put on myself. Every coach wants to win every single game that they coach in. We've been fortunate to win a few games the last 2 years, and we're excited about the way the community's following us and how they're reacting to the outcome of the last 2 seasons.
I'm going to have you put your analyst hat on for a minute. You've seen Magna Vista, you've seen Salem. They're both in action on Saturday. Break down Coach Favero's squad and Coach Magenbauer's squad for me. Well,
the Salem team is going to have their hands full. I know Lake Taylor, they got away with a squeaker of great heads-up play by their special teams core, and understand the rules of the game. That's heartbreaker for the other team, to go that far and that play happen at the end of a game. But Salem's a very well coached football team. They're not going to make mistakes. They're not going to kill themselves. So that should be a great game. The Magna Vista game, I don't know much about their opponent, but I do know that Magna Vista is extremely athletic. They're going to be they got a very high-powered offense. The outside linebackers are extremely good. Their secondary is very good. I feel like that they're a very good football team, and we were fortunate enough to get a win when we played them. So, those two teams are very, very good football teams. Best of luck to both of them.
How fun is it for you to kind of, play that chess game against guys like Coach Favero, Coach Magenbauer? I mean, you're not playing, just 10 weak teams every year. You're playing good teams. You get Salem in the playoffs. How much do you like it when you can match wits with the guy on the other side who, wants to beat you just as bad as you want to beat him and has a good knowledge to boot?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. You enjoy those games. I don't have any hair. I lose a lot of it during those games, or what I got left I lose. But, it's fun. It's great competition. It's good for the fans to watch. It's fun for the players to play in. It's fun for us coaches also.
Nothing wrong with a lack of hair. That's all I got for you.
I understand you, man.
Coach,
your pain.
Coach, best of luck next season. We'll talk to you down the line.
Thank you, sir.